Hey guys, it's Yas. I'm in Paris right now in the car on my way to the World Tattoo Expo. We got a couple friends tattooing and getting tattooed, and I thought I'd use this little moment in the car to chat about stuff and talk about an interesting little chat I had with a jiu-jitsu student yesterday. I was teaching at the Beaton Academy yesterday night class, and at the end of the class, a purple belt came to me and asked if he could ask a question. And he basically asked me, where does your jiu-jitsu come from? That's a great question. Simple question, but not that easy. What he meant was, he had the feeling that a lot of what I was teaching was different from what my professor's teaching, other coaches at the gym are teaching, and people he might have met at other gyms might be teaching too. And I guess his true question was, how much of what you learn with your coach do you actually use and do you actually teach? And that's a great question. And I told him 95% of what I'm teaching or what I'm using when I roll, when I teach, and so on, comes from my coach. Spent years and years and years training with him, learning from him, chatting to him, and following the same curriculum, same method, the same focus on basics and details. And I believe it's the best. The way he learned it and the way he taught it to me, I think that's absolutely awesome. Now, what I told him is that the remaining 5% that actually make your jiu-jitsu, your own kind of blend of jiu-jitsu, that comes from various people you meet, coaches, practitioners like you, friends, matches you might watch on YouTube, see at competitions and stuff, and I guess your own sensibility, what makes sense to you. Okay, basically, we all have our way to look at things. Every coach is going to teach in a slightly different way, and when you're a beginner in a way in jiu-jitsu for the first few years, and you train consistently with one coach, you have the feeling that that's the truth, and that's the way to do it. Okay. The more you learn, the more you gain experience, and the more you understand that nothing's wrong in jiu-jitsu. Everything is okay if you know why you're doing things and if it works. And I believe that's very, very important. I remember we used to have like world champions coming doing seminars at the gym, and really amazing athletes or grapplers or whatever, and they would show drills or would do drills, and they would do it different from what we were used to doing it. And I was like, oh, that's wrong. He doesn't even know how to do it properly. And that's, I guess, a lot of blue belts, purple belts, white belts would feel that way too. The trick is, there's nothing wrong. Okay, I was chatting to him and he was like, we were talking about cross-collar chokes. Okay, and I was showing him one way that I learned from someone, and that's quite different from the classic way to do it, the way we learned it first. And the way we learned it first, I use it a lot, and I think it's the correct way to learn the core concept. But then the way I learned another type of choke that looks exactly like the one we do, but it's slightly different and actually very different, is great too, and it works. He was telling me that, for example, jiu-jitsu people, jiu-jitsu coaches will always tell you that a cross-collar choke, you don't want to be using your opening your elbows when you choke your partner. And he told me judo guys would teach him to open the elbows, and I was like, that's fine. If you want to open your elbows, it works for you, great. Now, as a coach, and that's from Master Flavio Bering, very interesting. He's like, if you open your elbows and it works for you, do it. That's not a problem. But teach the correct move to your students first. Teach the correct way to understand the core concept without using strength, without using physical abilities or talent. Okay, I think that's it. 95% of the jiu-jitsu you use comes from the people you're learning from at the start, because that's shaping your journey. But of course, there's always going to be these little variations, little details that are going to be your own blend of jiu-jitsu, and that's cool. So there's nothing right or wrong in jiu-jitsu as long as you know why. It's fine. That's what I meant. Okay, now I'm gonna stop talking. I'm back on the road. See you soon. Bye.